Hello, great dear friends, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending your location. All right, my great dear friends, the message is very clear to the government of Finland. You cannot be holding or detaining ambassador of peace. At the same time, you are out there defending and fighting for the freedom of Ukrainians. Why a freedom fighter who was fighting for the same cause you fought even to be where you are today, you are detaining him and you want to charge him for terrorism? How does that make sense? It does not make sense at all. You are there enjoying the freedom with your people and also supporting Ukraine to be free. But at the same time, the person that is doing the same thing, that is fighting for the freedom of his people, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you detain him, you locked him up, getting to 3-4 months now, and planning to charge him for terrorism. This is not right, and that's why we must continue advocating, fighting for his freedom, preaching for his freedom until he is released. This is something that many people has condemned. You holding Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, a freedom fighter, that guy has not committed anything. Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist. He has not involved in anything terrorism in your own country, Finland. He has not involved in any crime in your own country, Finland. But today, because of the fake propaganda that is coming from the Nigeria terrorist states, feeding you with lies, you are holding him and trying to charge him for committing terrorism acts. Where and how? You cannot be detaining ambassador of peace. Simon Ekpa was given this role or elected as ambassador of peace last year in European countries. So you are detaining someone that is out there fighting for the freedom of his people, the freedom of Biafran that has been marginalized in a country well known as a corrupt country, government that support terrorism, government that backs terrorism, the government that buy its own people. You are there supporting them because of whatever they have promised you that they will give you, whether oil or whatever. You use that to detain one of your own citizens that has not committed any crime in your own country. This is not right, and we must continue fighting, calling for his release. There has been so many calls, both from within and outside, asking you and telling you to release Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is not a terrorist, as your government accuse him. That he has not committed any crime. He has not involved himself in any terrorism act anywhere. What Simon Ekpa was doing is what other freedom fighters did. Freedom fighters that are fighting for the freedom of their people should not be locked up or detained just for speaking out or calling for the freedom of his people. You should not listen to anything that you heard from a terrorist country, Nigeria. Government that is spying its people, government that is supporting terrorism, and you are out there listening to that government, is very wrong. This is not right at all. Now, Finland's supposed to know this, that Nigeria government, current government, they have been rated. This one is coming from the World Index, terrorism, whatever. They are their fifth or sixth in a country that the government are indulged in supporting or not even doing anything to stop terrorism, which is being carried out by the so-called terrorist group that are out there in Nigeria working freely. Some of these leaders we are talking about today, they are out there. Nigerian government know them. Nigerian authorities know where they are. But they have not gone out to those people to go and arrest them. Rather, they are clamping down on people that are speaking out. People that are fighting for the freedom of their people. Look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case. This is what is happening, and this is one of the evidences we are talking about, that the Finland government is supposed to look into and know that for them siding or working with this terrorist government, Nigeria terrorist government, that is going to backfire them. It's going to backfire them. They will regret this. So, we are calling for the release of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Because you cannot keep holding him and at the same time want to charge him for terrorism for no obvious reason. So, Finnish government, President Alex Storm, use your power to do the needful, do the right thing, release our Prime Minister for us. Once again, I would like to use the opportunity to say happy birthday to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.